Back in 2006, the number of prisoners in California had reached twice the capacity of all state prisons combined. And contracting private prisons and detention centers was seen as a remedy at the time, particularly in dealing with the surge in immigrant detentions. Eunices Hernandez was a child when a close family member was sexually abused in one of those private prisons. The experience marked her for life, and she's been among the advocates of banning such facilities.
There was no protections for them. You know, they were like physically abused and mentally abused in regards to like the things that they had to go through with searches, you know, having male officers search the women officers and having the women naked in front of male officers. And so it's just a black hole where people get lost and there's no accountability for you to try to protect your family.
A review published this year by the Inspector General of the Department of U.S. Homeland Security also found over 14,000 health and safety deficiencies, which include failure to notify the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency about sexual assaults. Penalties were rarely imposed. Dolores Canales is an advocate for criminal justice reform. She says although the bill is a step in the right direction, it doesn't stop companies from making millions of dollars in other services.
California state prisons are run by vendors that have become multimillionaires, from global Tellink, the phone call process, the vendors. Even to send money, we have to pay a technology company now to send money, to send pictures. Everything has become corporate vendors that they contract with. So people are still making millions of dollars off of incarceration.
GEO Group and Core Civic are the two companies that own or run these facilities in California. They defend their business model, saying they provide the much-needed space for prisoners who had faced overcrowding in state facilities. California has come a long way in reducing its prison population, which is now around 115,000 inmates, just below the target capacity ordered by the Supreme Court. And even though only a fraction of those prisoners are actually kept in private facilities, their transfer to the state prisons is still going to be hard. That's why many rights groups and activists come together in the name of alternatives to incarceration to work towards the common goal of decarceration.
By developing policies that limit immigration detention, policies that decrease the excessive sentences that our community members and our family members have been servicing, and policies that really look at providing services and care in neighborhoods that are highly impacted by incarceration, as opposed to funneling more policing and more jails in those regions.
In his second month in office, U.S. President Donald Trump reversed an Obama-era order to end private prisons for federal inmates. So while California's decision will apply to state-controlled prisons starting next year, private companies will still manage federal prisons, city jails, centers for substance abuse treatment, transitional housing, and parole services. Ediz, Tiyansan, CGTN, Los Angeles.